guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if you're new, and today I'm going to be doing a video that has been much requested and I'm so excited, and that is oil pastels in coloring books. And my oil pastel journey started maybe about a year ago, where I just kind of started to play around with it. This was the first set that I got to do it. It was 20 bucks, and it's an amazing value. This is the Mungyo Gallery 48 color oil pastels. And I think if you were just to try oil pastels for the first time, this would be a great set. There are many good brands out there, but this is what I got and I love them. And so today I'm going to be showing you examples of where I use the oil pastels in completed pages. And then I will demonstrate to you how to do a simple oil pastel background using your finger and fixing it with satin glazing liquid. We're also gonna maybe use kind of tools like this. This might help a little bit. And then I will show you another background, a sky background, and like a little bit more complicated than a simple background. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is what I have at the moment. Now, today is Prime Day. So I can tell you I just purchased some oil pastels, and I am getting some oil pastels sent to me by a company, and I'm very excited. So I'm going to show those very, very soon. But let me show you what I have at the moment. So as you can see, I have the Mungyo Gallery 48 set. This was the first set that I got. Then I loved it so much that I wanted to supplement some colors, because I wanted the huge set of Mungyo Gallery, but those were expensive. So in the meantime, I got these to supplement, because these have some lighter colors. Now, they're not as good. This is the Art Deco. They're not as good as the Mungyo Gallery. I think these are more student grade-ish. Those are more, I would say, artist grade. But I did enjoy supplementing with some of the colors in here. So I do use these. And this is the 72 set of oil pastels. Then I got, because you know me, I love neons, I had to get their neon oil pastels. And these are amazing. So they're the same quality as this, but I don't know of a lot of, I think I tried another brand and it wasn't good. So it's difficult to get neon oil pastels that are good quality from what I saw. And these are pretty good. So I got those, the 12 set. It's pretty inexpensive. So we're up to 3 so far. Then I recently I wanted pearl colors. I do want the Sennelier, but until then, this was less than half the price. Mungyo Gallery Aquarelle Oil Pastels. These are extra soft, water-soluble oil pastels. The pearl, there's 2 colors. There's regular, and then they have pearl. I got it for the pearl because I don't have pearl colors, and I found that they are better to just use dry. You don't even need to activate these. They work great dry. So we're up to 4. And then the last thing is this product, which I got at a discount store here in the United States. Choc-O-Rama by, I think it's Uli is the brand. Oh, I don't know who the brand is. But anyway, Choc-O-Rama, they're marketed as dust-free chalk crayons for kids. However, they kind of act like oil pastels, so I've been using them, and they're thin, with my finger, just rubbing them out. So I'm going to consider that as part of my collection. And that is all I have at the moment. So let's get into showing you some examples of where I used it. Okay, so the first example is actually in here. Actually, I have 2 examples in here. This is Magical Christmas by Lizzie Marie Cullen. So I have this page, the Happy Hanukkah page, and all this oil, blue is oil pastels, and then I did a little bit of Prismacolor near the edge. Then here I have this Galaxy Sky, the 3 Wise Men illustration, and this is oil pastels. I also have an example here. Oh, here it is. This is Nightfall by Maria Troll, and this is oil pastel background. Look how vibrant that is, you guys. I'm telling you, I love it. Home for the holidays. This purple background is Oil Pastels. A little bit of Prismacolor where closer to the edge. Moon Valley. Okay, I have a couple in here. So both these backgrounds are Oil Pastel backgrounds. This page, I have a color with me, so you can see how I'm doing it, and I will link it below. Botanicum. Let me see here. This right here is an oil pastel background, and I used some of the neons that I showed you earlier. Here I did acrylic marker with oil pastel on top. And right here, this is oil pastel in the sky and in the water. Luna. Here I have this page. I have a color with me on this page, and the entire background is oil pastel, including the hills and the grass. So I will link that video below. You could see me working on that. Okay, so we're going to be doing a simple oil pastel background in this page. And we'll just do a simple one. So I'm going to do right around here, I think, purples going into black. So I'm going to take... I have here my Mangio, my 48 set of Mangio Gallery. And these are the water-soluble oil pastels, also by Mangio and Gallery, and they're pearlescent. So now what you want to remember is that you want to put a lot of product, put enough. And enough means a lot. If you do not put enough, it's not going to work good, you know? So you really need to, don't be shy. And what you're doing at first is you're just placing down the color. And I'm trying to go as close as I can to my drawing here, the illustration. And I'm going to take a little makeup earbud. You could just take a Q-tip. And to get just super close, you could either use Prismacolors or like a wax-based pencil, but if you just take a little bit, you push a little bit from the product into the edge, you can pretty much just get to the edge with this. So, or you could use a blending stump, like one of these, which also work good. So I'm just going in here. See how I'm pushing it into the, let me go a little bit over here. And I'm pushing some of the product this way into this so that I can get to the edge. So that's what you want to do. And if there isn't enough, maybe you didn't get close enough to the edge, just put more product nearby and then push a little bit into the edge, like this. So now we are going to take, I'm going to take my next color, which is a pearlescent in this case. And I'm just adding a look really messily, a lot of product in here. Oops, getting some crumbles. Okay, and then the next color is going to be a little bit of a darker purple. Whoa, I'm pushing too hard and I just broke it. These are so soft. But soft is good when you're blending, believe me. Okay, I think I'm going to use just my regular black from the Mangio regular set. It honestly doesn't matter. All the colors will look good, you know, once you blend it, you guys, it looks amazing. So we're gonna add a little bit here. Okay, now what I'm gonna do in this case is actually blend from dark to light to make this more of a focal point. So you could, depending on what you're trying to achieve, do from, usually you might wanna do light to dark. It just depends where you put the oil pastel, what you wanna achieve, you know? So I wanna make this a little bit darker, so I'm gonna work from dark to light. So, excuse me, I'm just gonna move this around, and I'm gonna start with the black. Whoops. Now, you don't wanna be like me, you wanna work in a clean way. I don't usually work very clean, unfortunately. Just go for it, but here, I just put a page underneath. There we go. Now, if you have a page here, you might want to put washi tape over here, but because it's perforated, just take out some of the crumbs. See, I'm kind of pushing it in and then going in. It's making it a little bit darker. Now, because these are pearlescent, I think they're acting a little bit different, but you get the idea, okay? Then we're gonna fix this, and we are gonna put some like white dots, like stars. It's gonna look amazing. So now how do I fix it is that I use my satin glazing liquid. Whoops. So now you can fix it with a spray, but the spray, A, it goes everywhere. B, it's toxic to breathe in. And I don't like to use toxic stuff as much as I can. So I just use this and it works great. And I use it for many things. You just lay it on top, and when it dries, it just creates a barrier and fixes it. So you do need to fix oil pastels because they are very messy. So I'm just gonna, just like this, go around and put this all over and come back. So the other background where I did it, let me see if I can find it. An oil pastel background. Here it is. So right here is where I did in this book an oil pastel background with green. And in this case, I did add like little dots like the bokeh, which I saw on Olivia Odorance. She did that, and I thought it was brilliant because I don't have patience to do a real bokeh background. This is like such a great shortcut. I will link her video below. But, and then I also did the table here with a brown and tan. So this entire background is oil pastels. So now I will show you how I do a oil pastel background in this book, and I'm going to speed it up for you with a voiceover. This is Fantastic Planet. It's a beautiful book. This is a page that I did a while ago. But yeah, so I'm going to show you a background in here. Okay, so we are getting started here with the background. I'm including the ocean part as part of the background because it's just a big space. I'm putting a little washi tape there on the side so that I don't go to the edge because these illustrations don't go all the way to the spine. So here you can see I'm adding about 4 or 5 colors and putting the lightest color there at the top. I'm creating like, I believe this is Thailand, so the water is Caribbean style anyway, with that beautiful light turquoise and mint colors. So I just love those colors anyway. Right here, I'm getting started on the sky, and you can see I'm going from dark to light as we go down. So the darkest part of the sky is on the top. And if you saw in the ocean part, the darkest is on the bottom. So because I don't have that many sky colors that I'm using, I am using the white. I'm laying down a lot of white to kind of mix some lighter blues that are missing in my set. So I'm just peeling some of the paper out there and going in with the white. And that's what's great about oil pastels is that you can mix the colors, you know. Here I did a little bit of cream on the bottom. You guys know that I love doing that. At the edge of the horizon of the sky, I always do that. Now I'm blending with my finger, and yeah, this is just the best way to blend it is with a finger. I don't know. I love it. Just works so easily, so fast, and I feel like I have the most control. So I'm trying to do horizontal kind of strokes when my blending because I think that looks the best with the sky. I'm adding a little bit more white because I feel like it needed a little bit more product. So I'm blending some more of that lighter blue color. Now I'm taking some of my Prismacolors to just clean up the edges there where I didn't go all the way to the drying. I also take an earbud, like a Q-tip, and kind of add some oil pastel to the edge. So you can do it either way. But here I decided to show you how it is with some pencils. I found some pencils that match the colors of the sky. And Prismacolor works great next to the oil pastel. So even if there's a little bit of oil pastel in the paper, it'll still kind of work a little bit. It won't go over the oil pastel completely, but it kind of meshes well with it. You know what I mean? Blends well with it. So yeah, just cleaning up there with some pencil. I think that's a Brutfuner macaron color. And yeah, I think I mentioned before that I supplement my Prismacolors with the Brutfuner macaron. And it kind of feels like a Prismacolor. So, and have like the lighter colors that are missing sometimes in some of the Prismacolors. And yeah, now I'm adding some satin glazing liquid. This is how I fix my oil pastels instead of a spray. And I am just going on top. Now, a lot of people ask me about this. You don't have to use this. I like to use it because I don't like to use the spray. This gives me more control. It's also non-toxic. The sprays are very, very toxic to breathe in. So I just use a satin glazing liquid and it works. It works fine for fixing oil pastel. So, and that way I can just fix the oil pastel part and work on the rest of the picture later. You know, with a spray, you don't have as much control. So this is how the final page came out. And as you could see, it looks great when it's tied together and the page is complete. So, and what an easy background. I mean, how easy was that? It was just super fast. So a couple of takeaways is use enough product. You really want to use enough, otherwise it's not going to be easy to blend. And the second thing is experiment. You want to use a book that you're not precious about. So don't use it on your favorite coloring book, like Paige, you know. I know it seems scary to like rub all that oil pastel all over like a coloring page, but it really looks great when you blend it out. Try different things, okay? When you're first starting out, pick a large area, okay? Later on, you can, do other things, and I'm going to show you another example of where I used it actually for coloring. But in the beginning, when you're just doing a background, that's how you should start, in my opinion. Pick a large area. Okay, use a quality product. So you want to use an oil pastel that is good, that will blend, that is If you use like something from the Dollar Tree or the Pentel ones or the children's, oil pastels, they're not going to be any good. So you want to use something good. And it's really nowadays, artist quality products are so inexpensive on Amazon or AliExpress, you can find a pretty good quality product for a really low price. Number 5 tip is, if you can, and not everyone can do this, use your finger. I honestly have found nothing works as good as your finger. I don't know if it's because we have oil or we're warm. I don't know what it is, but so far this is the best tool that I found. So if you're not grossed out, if you're okay with getting a little bit messy, my best advice is to use your finger. Number 6 is fix it. Make sure you fix your page with that you're using Oil Pastel. But be careful how you fix it, because if you didn't finish the actual page, you don't want to use a fixative that isn't workable. So I use this because I can just put it where I want. It's not a spray that kind of goes everywhere. I do have another product. Let me show you. I do have this Degas fixative, and it's okay. But it's very watery, and I found that it warps my paper, so I have to iron it later. So I have used it. It works good. And this is a workable fixative, but and it's natural. So it's called by Spectra Fix. Natural artist materials. Ooh, I need to look up other things that they have. I'm all about that. But yeah, so this is okay, but personally I like this better with a brush. No, oops, number 8. Number 7. This is a little corny, but have fun. It's a lot of fun using these things. I love using mixed media, and so like I said, start with a book that you're not precious about and just have fun, experiment. Don't take it too seriously. Don't be a perfectionist if you can. I know some of us are perfectionists. I'm not, so I'm lucky. But if you are, it's a little bit harder because it's just harder. You guys know if you're a perfectionist. But try your best to have fun and not, don't get too caught up in the having it to be perfect. You know what I mean? Also, I noticed that sometimes, like for a sky, I like to blend this way, like horizontal. So that's it. But that just comes with experimenting. So I will come out with more videos on oil pastels, I promise. The next video I have will probably be a review of one of the oil pastels that I have purchased and was sent to me. And I'm going to come out with how to do a galaxy sky with oil pastels. So that's coming up. I hope you come back. Later on, when you get comfortable with doing your backgrounds with oil pastel, you can then experiment with actually coloring with oil pastel. So that is at a later stage. Let me just show you an example for inspiration. Whoops. This is entirely colored at the moment, even though it's a whip, with oil pastels. Now, I did do some background clouds. I'm not done yet because these I did with a stencil that I cut out and some Distress Oxide. So just this area right here, these 3 areas are Distress Oxide, but everything else at the moment is oil pastel. And I do want to go over this a little bit, the grassy area with a little bit more Inktense paint, but for now it's all oil pastel. So I wanted to show you, you can do beyond backgrounds with oil pastel. Let me show you another example. Right here, not only is the background oil pastel, but this path is oil pastel. And down here, I based this entire thing with a green marker, and I wanted to darken it up, so I used oil pastel on top of the marker. So it's also great for mixed media. You can use it to go on top of things and that kind of thing. So that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime. I'm so happy to answer questions and be there to help you guys. It is a learning curve. It took me a while to figure out how to use oil pastels and, experiment and try different things and just get better with time. Just keep doing it and you'll get better. So have a wonderful week and month, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.